Welcome to the Dropout Multimillionaire Podcast, hosted by best-selling author and serial entrepreneur Brian Will. Here we go.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Dropout Multimillionaire mini episode. I am your host, Brian Will, and I'm going to be leading you down this journey of success and failure and hopefully learning from both. This is going to be the second of our short episodes, and honestly, I'm really beginning to like these. It really gives us a chance to focus on a single topic with no distractions. And so today we're going to talk about your personal filter. Quite frankly, this is my favorite topic and what I think is the key to whether or not you will ultimately succeed or fail in business. And yes, I know that is a big statement, but I want you to hear me out. Hopefully you'll understand when we're done. First of all, you can have all the business mechanics education in the world and still fail in your own business. You can have years of experience in corporate America and still fail in your own business. Because the truth is, you don't really know what running a business is all about. Success in business at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day is really all about your personal filter. And so, what is this personal filter I keep talking about? In the last episode, we talked about failure. Learning through failure is the key to success. Failure does not lead to success. Fail, learn, fail, learn, fail, learn. That's how you succeed. When you fail and when you learn, that is information that goes into what we call your personal filter. Think about it like this. Every single one of us has a filter that sits in our subconscious mind that analyzes every single bit of information that comes at it every day. Everything that comes into your brain is analyzed. Every person you listen to, every podcast you listen to, every coworker that talks to you, every book you read, every TV show you turn on is feeding you information. Your subconscious filter, whether it's a success or a failure filter, when it takes that information in, it makes an instant decision on whether it's going to accept or reject that information. So if somebody tells you something that you don't believe, your personal filter says, nope, don't believe that, throws it out the window and it's gone. If you believe what the person's telling you, it becomes a new part of your filter, and it then will help filter every bit of information that comes at you moving forward. Okay? So your filter was built when you were born, and your parents started putting information in that filter, and they tried to make you believe in the things they believe and think the way they think. You went to school, and then your teacher started giving you information, and your filter accepted or rejected that based on what your parents told you. Your friends try to feed information based on peer pressure, based on what their parents were feeding them. You go to college, your college professors feed you information based on their entire histories. Your brain is constantly accepting or rejecting this information. When you get out of college and you get a job, your boss, the people you work for, are giving you information, and you're either accepting it or rejecting it. When you get into business, every decision you make about your business is then based on every bit of information that's ever gone into your head. Every single thing that's gone in there creates a filter. And if your filter doesn't know how to accept positive success information, it will reject it. And then you will use that as a decision-making tool when you make decisions in your business. This is why people fail. If you've never succeeded at something, your brain doesn't know how to process information. It doesn't know how to succeed at whatever it is you're doing. If you've never succeeded in business, you don't know how to succeed in business. Now, you might get lucky, make the right decisions, and make $1 million. Good for you, but that's not the norm. I always like to say when I teach these things, we have to apply the 80-20 rule. 80% of what I'm telling you is right. 20% of the time, there's going to be an outlier. It's unjust. It's unfair. People succeed for no good reason. Bad people get good things. Good people get bad things. That's the 80-20 rule. But you have to understand that 80% of the time, what I'm telling you here is a fact. If you've never succeeded in business or whatever it is you're doing, you don't know how. Okay? So your filter isn't capable of making the right decisions for you to succeed at what you're doing. This is the whole point of failing, learning. When you fail, you learn something, you take that information you learned, you put it in your filter, you don't make that mistake again. Here's the challenge. You're in business, you have had no success in business. You're talking to your friends, hey, what should I do? They've never had success in business. You talk to your parents and you say, hey, what should I do? They've never had success in business. And now you're taking advice from people who still haven't succeeded. And guess what? You're still not going to succeed. By the way, this is one of the reasons I tell people you need to get a mentor, you need to get a coach, you need to join a mastermind group, you need to get around people who are 5 or 10 steps ahead of you that can tell you what you're doing is wrong. And then you need to drop your ego and listen to what they're telling you. Here's the big challenge. If you don't have a success filter, then you don't know when to drop your ego. And if you don't know when to drop your ego, you're not going to take the advice they're giving you, and you still won't succeed. You can join every mastermind group in the world. You can read every positive motivational book in the world. If your brain won't accept it, it's not doing you any good. So your big challenge is dropping that ego, understanding that your personal filter isn't where it needs to be for you to get where you want to go, and allow somebody to come in and help you make those decisions, help you have some success, train your brain to be successful so that you can then make the right decisions moving forward. It took me 20 years in business of making failure after failure, bad decision after bad decision. I listen to these guys that are super successful all the time. I just listened to a guy this morning in this Apex organization he runs, and he talks about failing and failing and failing and failing until he finally figured it out and succeeded. Now he's got a large organization that teaches people or helps people to make those positive decisions or make those right decisions in their business, right? That's the key. If you don't have a success filter, find somebody who does, let them help you so that you can learn how to make the right decisions. Don't let your failure filter keep you from dropping your ego and learning from somebody else. That's your personal filter, folks. There's a lot more in the book about that. If you'd like to learn more about us, you can find us on social media at The Dropout MM on Facebook, Instagram. My YouTube channel has all the podcasts. The book is available on Amazon, or if you want to make all of this easy, just go to brianwillmedia.com. That's brianwillmedia.com. Everything is on there. You can listen to the podcast. You can get the book. Y'all have a great day. We'll have another one of these coming up soon. I wish you all the success in the world. Let's have a rock and roll 2023.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Dropout Multimillionaire. To learn more about how we can help you with your business, or if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit www.brianwillmedia.com or The Dropout MM on Instagram.